Welcome YouTube friends, how are you doing? This video is going to be a bit of a, how can I say, tough one to film. It's going to be a bit emotional, it's going to be a bit hard hitting, it's going to be reality, it's going to be, yeah. So if you don't like these hard hitting ones about life and stuff, then you can always watch any of my videos. It does get a bit dark and deep. So yeah, I feel it's something I've got to do. I do it now and again, but sometimes I want to, it feels like I need to not prove, but I am just like anyone else, a human kind of being. I mean, they've got so many new subscribers, and I just want to talk about these things now and again, just in case you're new and you haven't seen one of these videos before of mine. So I did make some bullet points on, yeah. Okay. Now, the reason for this is I watched Live It Like Lauren's video she put up yesterday on the 28th, and she was showing about her mental health, about the problems she's been having and things like that, and it's emotional, and I've been going through therapy, of course, that kind of stuff, you know, and that kind of thing. I mean, my pain is not the same as her pain. Everyone's mental health is different, so what you experience, what I experience, what everyone else experiences is going to be different in the mindsets and stuff. It's still painful, but still, you know, different in each mindset. But this is not me saying, oh, I'm leaving YouTube, no way. It's just, it's more of a gratitude, grateful for people who watch these videos, people who keep coming back to my videos, people who subscribed, people who have helped me on Patreon, people who are just helping this channel, my main channel. They keep coming back, maybe not every video, but every few videos, just to see how I'm doing, just to and cope with my repetitiveness, because I know I do repeat a lot of stuff through the weeks, because my life is so not exciting. Well, not to me, but to other people it could be, but I don't know. I'm just doing this video to mainly thank people. Thank you for watching someone like me who is brought up not rich, brought up with my mum and dad who were divorced. I lived with my dad, and we struggled, and my mum used to visit her, and the family struggles kind of thing, you know, council properties and stuff like that. You know, I've never been born into money. I've been born into love and affection and stuff, but not into money. And in a way, I'm grateful for that. I don't see money as something you can just throw away in 5 seconds. I've been through that phase. That's how I got made homeless, and depression and stuff. Depression made me homeless in 2007. But let's go back a bit further. My school life, I was bullied. And I was just in a deep, dark place through my younger life. And I go through therapy, of course, but it just proves to me that the younger version of me, in my mind, is cuddled up in a corner, still crying after all these years. And to me, being creative, it's a way to get the younger version of me in my mind, to get him out of it, to help him to understand that life is good. I'm 55 now. This is when I go back to like 7 or 8, maybe 10 and 12. You know, I just, every time I think about my younger days, I just picture myself just crying in the corner of the room. But I don't want that. I want him to help me being creative. I want him to be a part of my life now, you know. And what I've lived through, what I've been through, has made me here right now, talking to you, talking to the camera, talking to my friends, talking to people on YouTube. My path has led me here, and I'm so grateful for it. And even though it's been a massively confusing, hard work, life throws things at every 5 minutes, doesn't it? That's hurdles through life, getting over things and stuff like that. But where I'm now sitting here, talking to you, I'm so proud and passionate and happy. I might not show me being happy as much because it's hard for me to show emotions, because, as you said, I'm still, in my mind, that the kid is still in the corner of the room, trying to get him to help me, trying to get him to smile so then I can smile, telling him that, life is going to be good, just got to keep pushing. I mean, I know that because I'm living it now, but my younger self was pushed so far into a well, it's hard to get him out of it. I know it's hard to explain this kind of stuff, but therapy does help these kind of things, I mean, I use mind tools to help me, when anxiety kicks in, I can actually look at it now and think about it and figure it out and go, this isn't right, why am I thinking this? Right, then let's sort it out, and blah, blah, blah. It used to take me days to do that. Now it takes me about half hour, maybe minutes, depends on the situation, depends on the trigger. I'm still going to face triggers. But what's helped me so much is doing these videos, being here, being a part of your lives. It's like reality TV, but this is reality. What you see is what you get. This is me. I've got no interest in bullshit or lying about my life. I've talked about mental health. I've talked about being homeless, made homeless. I've talked about that kind of stuff. I've got nothing to hide, no shame. The best years of my life were when I worked at Alton Towers. But that's, part of my life that I'll always remember and always be a part of my heart, It's like, the main thing is when you go through these bad patches of mental health, when you have these anxiety and it feels like the world is against you, that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. That you're going to be okay, but you've got to live through that moment to get to that moment, and living through that moment is the most hardest thing to do. If you've been there, done that, you know what I mean. If you haven't, then you might not be watching this far. You might have stopped by now, I don't know. But I just, since watching Living Out Long's video, I just had the urge to film this kind of video to talk about it, because life is shit. Life isn't good. Well, it is good, but these shit times are just testing you. And if you haven't got the means to get through this, it's evil and nasty. But if you can get through it, it makes you stronger, makes you tougher. Every time I've sussed out my triggers, sussed out the problems, I get stronger in my mind, stronger and stronger. It reinforces my mind tools. It's a pain that I have to go through these tests, triggers, to actually work on it, to get through it, so it doesn't happen again. To me, it's like having a hurdle race. You get to the hurdle and you've got to jump over it, and then it's behind you. You forget about it. You get to the next hurdle. You've got to do that. You've got to keep going, hurdle. And I think it's a never-ending race. You just got to, the hurdle you just left, that's it. It's done. It's sussed. Just the next one could be tougher, could be easier. Not every panic attack, not every anxiety attack is going to be worse than the one before. But there could be that chance of it happening. I mean, I've had my mind mucked up so much, thinking negative things all the time. Thinking that could happen, and it just ruins your life. But if you let it ruin your life, but it goes back to the time when I was going through depression, when I was made homeless. I would not listen to anyone. If someone talked to me, I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't even acknowledge. I would just like shut the door, or just not even answer the door. I would not even consider thinking of going for help, like citizens of ice or something. That's nowhere in your mind. That doesn't exist, you know, in your reality. And your reality is trapped down a deep well, trying to climb out. You know, I don't want this to get too deep in, but I just felt in my heart that I needed to say all this. You know, with Christmas coming up, a lot of people are going to be not going with family, not being together, and that's hard. I mean, but you know in your heart that it's only temporary. You know what I mean? You know, you can make amends. You can do stuff like that. You can build bridges. But yeah, I just feel that, and with Thanksgiving was yesterday. I mean, I'm in UK, but I have a lot of thanks for being here, being able to do this. I'm so thankful for being able to sit in front of this laptop with the webcam and this microphone. I'm so grateful that I can actually go out and record. I'm so thankful that I've got friends on YouTube, friends in real life, and I'm so thankful for my life, you know, for what I've been through, what I've managed to overcome in life. I just feel that a lot more people should open up about this, and maybe this will encourage other people to talk this way. I hope it does. You know, it just proves that you're human, proves that we're all just human beings trying to live a life. Each one is different, you know. But yeah, I didn't mean to get too deep and meaningful, but I'm sure there's all things I wanted to talk about as well. Let's just get me. I got the Google Keep app I use. Yeah, I really want to thank the friends I've made, like Andrew May, Turbo Tim, Jackson UK, you know, and the American ones, you know. There's loads out there, Gen X, POV and stuff like that. I mean, the past few months I've made lots of new friends all over in America, you know. I know they're going through a rough patch, and you know, but aren't we all? But yeah. But if you watch this far, type in triangle. But I just want you to know that I love you all, and for actually being here watching these videos. You may not watch them all, you may watch one or two at a time, now and again, and I'm so grateful that you actually spent the time listening to me chat away nonsense, you know, not nonsense, it's real life in it, you know. And with Christmas coming up and stuff like that, I wish you well, and I hope you have a good December and Christmas, and I hope you can, you know, I hope nothing stops your happiness over December, you know, Christmas period. But anyway, I'll leave it there because I want a coffee now. Yeah. So, thank you very much for listening to this and watching this, and I guess I'll see you soon. It's only a couple of days till my Christmas diaries come out. Blimey neck. So yeah, this has been a strange diary, but it's been emotional, and I'll upload this on the same day, the 29th. So, okie dokie. Catch you in the next one.